Aries, there are things waiting for you on the other side of your hesitation. Opportunities that the universe has been preparing since long before you were ready to receive them. But they will not come to you while you are hiding. They will only arrive when you step fully into who you are and take your rightful place. Stay until the end of this video, because what you are about to hear could be the push that changes everything. There is a version of your life that you have been dreaming about for years. A version where your gifts are fully expressed, where your purpose is clear, where the people and situations around you reflect the power you have always carried inside. That version is not a fantasy, Aries. It is a blueprint. And the only thing standing between where you are now and where that blueprint leads is your willingness to stop playing small, to stop waiting for permission, to stop deferring to people who do not carry the fire you carry. Today, we are going to talk about the 12 opportunities that begin to appear the moment you decide to take your place. Not the place someone else assigned you. Not the place you settled for because it felt safe. Your place. The one that has been waiting for you since the stars first wrote your name. Opportunity 1. The right people start recognizing you. When you take your place, something shifts in the way people see you. Not because you changed your appearance or your credentials, but because you changed your energy. There is a difference between an Aries who is apologizing for their existence and an Aries who has decided to own it. And the world can feel that difference without a single word being spoken. The right people, the ones who are aligned with your purpose and your path, have been looking for someone exactly like you. But they could not find you while you were dimming your light to make others comfortable. They could not see you while you were hiding behind modesty, behind self-doubt, behind the belief that you needed to be more before you could be enough. When you step forward, you become visible. Not in a loud or arrogant way, but in a magnetic way. You start attracting mentors who see your potential, friends who match your energy, partners who are not intimidated by your fire but inspired by it, collaborators who bring out the best in you instead of competing with you. This is not wishful thinking, Aries. This is spiritual physics. When you occupy the space that was designed for you, the people who belong in that space naturally gravitate toward you. They find you because your energy is clear, your intentions are visible, and your presence is unmistakable. Stop hiding and watch who shows up. Opportunity 2. Your confidence stops being performance and becomes presence. There is a kind of confidence that comes from pretending, from wearing a mask, from acting brave even when you are terrified inside. And you have used that kind of confidence for most of your life, Aries. It served you well. It got you through moments that would have broken someone with less fire. But it was exhausting. Because every performance requires energy, and maintaining a mask takes far more strength than simply being real. When you take your place, something remarkable happens to your confidence. It stops being something you perform and becomes something you embody. It shifts from the outside in, becoming a quiet, steady knowing that you belong here. That you have earned the right to be here. That your presence alone is enough to command respect. This kind of confidence does not need applause to survive. It does not need validation to feel real. It does not fluctuate based on how other people respond to you. Simply is. Like the sun does not need anyone to tell it to shine. Your confidence becomes a natural expression of who you are. And from that place, Aries, everything you do carries a different weight. Your words land differently. Your decisions feel more certain. Your interactions feel more grounded. Because people can sense the difference between performed confidence and real presence. And when you show up with the real thing, the world responds accordingly. Opportunity 3. Old wounds begin to heal without you forcing them. This is one of the most surprising things that happens when you take your place, Aries. The wounds you have been carrying, the ones you have spent years trying to heal through therapy, through reflection, through sheer willpower, they begin to close on their own. Not because you finally found the right technique or the right words, but because you stopped giving them the one thing they needed to stay open. Your attention. When you are playing small, your wounds are at the center of your identity. They define you. They tell you what you cannot do, where you cannot go, who you cannot become. But when you step into your power, those wounds get pushed to the periphery. They are still there, but they are no longer running the show. They become background noise instead of the main melody. And without your constant focus feeding them, they begin to shrink. Not overnight, but steadily, quietly. In the same way that a garden you stop watering eventually returns to dust, the stories you stop rehearsing eventually lose their power over you. This does not mean you ignore your pain, Aries. It means you outgrow it. You become so focused on who you are becoming that who you used to be simply cannot keep up. And in that forward motion, healing happens naturally, not as a destination but as a byproduct of living fully in the present moment. Opportunity 4. You attract financial shifts that match your new energy. Money follows energy, Aries. That might sound mystical, but it is also deeply practical. When you are playing small, you unconsciously set a ceiling on what you allow yourself to receive. You accept less than you deserve. You undervalue your skills. You stay in situations that underpay you because some part of you believes that is all you are worth. But when you take your place, that ceiling shatters. Because the energy of someone who knows their value is completely different from the energy of someone who is hoping the world will notice them. And that shift in energy creates shifts in everything around you, including your finances. New opportunities appear. Raises that seemed impossible become natural. Business ideas that were just daydreams suddenly feel achievable. People start paying you what you are actually worth, not because you demanded it, but because your energy communicated it for you. This is not about greed or materialism, Aries. This is about alignment. When you are in your place, the flow of abundance becomes natural. It is not something you chase or manipulate. It is something that arrives because you have removed the blocks that were keeping it away. And those blocks were never about money. They were about worth. About believing that you deserve to receive as much as you give. Take your place, Aries, and watch how the financial landscape of your life begins to shift in ways you never thought possible. Opportunity 5. Your intuition becomes louder and more accurate. Every Aries has a powerful intuition, but most of you have spent years ignoring it. Not because it was wrong, but because it was inconvenient. It told you to leave when you wanted to stay. It warned you about people you wanted to trust. It whispered directions that seemed illogical to your rational mind. But when you take your place, when you stop second-guessing yourself and start trusting your own inner compass, your intuition explodes. It becomes louder, clearer, more precise than it has ever been. Because intuition thrives in an environment of self-trust. When you stop doubting yourself, your inner wisdom stops whispering and starts speaking at full volume. You begin to know things before they happen. You feel shifts in energy before they manifest. You sense opportunities and dangers with a clarity that cannot be explained by logic alone. This is not supernatural, Aries. This is your birthright as a fire sign. You are naturally attuned to the energetic currents of the universe. But that attunement only works when you are standing in your own power. When you are diminished, your signals get scrambled. When you are fully expressed, they come through crystal clear. Trust what you feel, Aries. Your intuition has been right far more often than you have given it credit for. And when you finally commit to following it, it will lead you to places your mind could never have found on its own. If what you're hearing feels accurate, imagine what could happen if you applied this energy intentionally for 21 consecutive days. That's exactly what the 21-day program in the pinned comment is built for. Daily guidance, focused direction, and real momentum. If you're tired of staying in the same cycle, this is your structure. Opportunity 6. You start saying yes to the things that actually matter. When you are not in your place, you say yes to everything. Every request, every demand, every invitation, every obligation. Because you are trying to prove your worth through availability. You think that being needed is the same as being valued. That being busy is the same as being purposeful. That saying yes to everyone is the same as being a good person. But when you take your place, your yes becomes selective, precious, intentional. You start reserving it for the things that align with your purpose, your values, and your vision for the life you want to build. And that changes everything. Because a focused yes is infinitely more powerful than a scattered one. When you stop spreading yourself thin across 100 obligations that drain you, you suddenly have the energy to pour yourself fully into the few that feed you. Your work improves. Your relationships deepen. Your health returns. Your joy expands. All because you stopped trying to be everything to everyone and started being fully present for the things that matter most. This is not selfishness, Aries. This is wisdom. The wisdom to know that your time on this earth is limited, and every yes you give to something that does not matter is a no to something that does. Opportunity 7. Unresolved situations start reaching closure. There is something almost magical about what happens when you step into your power, Aries. Situations that have been stuck for months or even years suddenly begin to move. Conversations that needed to happen but never did finally unfold. Decisions that seemed impossible become clear. Relationships that were in limbo find their resolution, one way or another. This happens because when you take your place, you stop tolerating ambiguity. You stop accepting maybe as an answer. You stop allowing situations to remain undefined because you were afraid that clarity might mean loss. When you are standing in your power, you have the courage to face the truth of every situation in your life. And the truth, Aries, always sets things free. Even when it hurts, even when it means letting go of something you wanted to keep, even when the resolution looks different from what you hoped, the closure itself is a gift. Because unresolved situations drain your energy like nothing else. They sit in the back of your mind, consuming resources that could be directed toward creation, toward growth, toward the new opportunities that are waiting for the space those old situations are occupying. When you take your place, you give the universe permission to clean house. And what gets cleared away makes room for something better than anything you were holding on to. Opportunity 8. Your physical body begins to respond to your new alignment. This is something that most people do not talk about, but it is profoundly real. When you take your place emotionally and spiritually, your body follows. The tension you have been carrying in your shoulders begins to release. The headaches that have plagued you for years become less frequent. The exhaustion that no amount of sleep could touch starts to lift. Your body begins to heal because it is no longer carrying the weight of a life that does not fit you. When you are out of alignment, your body knows it. It holds the stress of every compromise, every suppressed truth, every moment where you acted against your own nature. And that stress accumulates over time, showing up as chronic pain, insomnia, digestive issues, and a general feeling of heaviness that no medical test can explain. But when you align your external life with your internal truth, when you stop pretending and start being, your body receives the signal that it is safe. Safe to relax. Safe to heal. Safe to release the tension it has been holding as a warning system. And in that safety, recovery happens at a pace that might surprise you. This is not a replacement for medical care, Aries, but it is a powerful complement to it. Because the body and the spirit are not separate. They are one system. And when you take your place in the world, every part of that system benefits. Some people watch. Others transform. If you want to be in the second group, the 21-day guide in the pinned comment gives you a clear step-by-step process aligned with your sign. This isn't about waiting. It's about moving. Opportunity 9. Your creative energy reaches a new level. Aries is one of the most creatively powerful signs in the zodiac, but that power has been operating at a fraction of its capacity for most of your life. Not because you lack talent or vision, but because creative energy needs a clear channel to flow through, and self-doubt is the biggest block there is. When you take your place, that block dissolves. Ideas that have been trapped inside you for years suddenly find their way to the surface. Projects that you abandoned halfway through call you back with renewed energy. Artistic impulses that you dismissed as impractical suddenly feel urgent and necessary. Your creativity is not a luxury, Aries. It is an essential part of your purpose. And when you stop treating it like an afterthought and start giving it the space it deserves, it rewards you in ways that go far beyond artistic expression. Creative energy is problem-solving energy. It is innovation energy. It is the energy that turns ordinary lives into extraordinary ones. And you have more of it than you know. Taking your place means giving yourself permission to create without judgment, to experiment without fear of failure, to express yourself fully, not for an audience but for your own soul. And when you do, Aries, you tap into a source of power that is limitless, renewable, and uniquely yours. Opportunity 10. You inspire others without trying. When you take your place, you become a living permission slip for everyone around you. Not by giving speeches or offering advice, but simply by existing in your fullness. People see you standing in your truth and something stirs inside them. A possibility they had forgotten about. A dream they had abandoned. A courage they did not know they had. Your fire, Aries, has always had the ability to light other fires. But that ability only works when your own flame is burning at full strength. When you dim yourself, you teach others to dim themselves. When you play small, you give permission to everyone around you to play small too. But when you step forward, when you claim your space, when you refuse to apologize for the intensity of your light, you create a ripple effect that reaches further than you will ever see. People you have never met will be changed by the energy you put into the world. Decisions will be made, dreams will be pursued, risks will be taken, All because somewhere, someone saw an Aries who refused to hide. That is your impact, Aries. Not just in your own life, but in the lives of everyone your energy touches. And that impact is only possible when you are standing in your place, fully visible, fully expressed, fully alive. Opportunity 11. You develop a peace that does not depend on circumstances. Most people think peace comes from having everything figured out. From having the right job, the right relationship, the right amount of money in the bank. But you are discovering something different, Aries. You are discovering that real peace comes from alignment. From knowing that you are exactly where you are supposed to be, doing exactly what you are supposed to be doing regardless of what the external circumstances look like. When you take your place, peace stops being conditional. It stops depending on whether things are going well or badly. It becomes a constant, a baseline, a foundation that holds you steady through every storm and every season. This does not mean you stop wanting things to improve. It does not mean you become passive or complacent. It means you stop making your inner peace contingent on outer results. You find a center within yourself that is untouched by the chaos of the world, and you learn to operate from that center in every situation. That is mastery, Aries. Not mastery over the world, but mastery over yourself. And it is available to you right now, in this very moment, simply by deciding that your peace is no longer negotiable. That no person, no circumstance, no outcome has the power to disturb the calm at your core. Take your place and discover that the peace you have been searching for was never somewhere out there. It was always right here waiting for you to claim it. Opportunity 12. The universe confirms that you are on the right path. This is the opportunity that makes everything else feel real, Aries. Because when you take your place, the universe starts sending you signs. Not subtle, ambiguous signs that you have to squint to see, but clear, unmistakable confirmations that you are exactly where you belong. Synchronicities that take your breath away. Doors that open without you knocking. People who say exactly what you needed to hear at exactly the right moment. These confirmations are not random, Aries. They are the universe's way of saying yes. Keep going. You are on the right path. And they only come when you are standing in your truth, because the universe does not waste its signs on people who are not ready to receive them. You are ready. You have always been ready. The only thing that was missing was your willingness to believe it. Every moment of doubt, every season of hesitation, every time you almost stepped forward but pulled back at the last second. All of that was preparation. And now the preparation is complete. You are standing at the threshold of a life that matches the fire in your soul. All you have to do is take the step. Take your place, Aries. The universe is waiting for you. And it has been waiting for a long, long time. Aries, the 12 opportunities we have explored today are not distant possibilities. They are present realities, waiting for you to activate them through the simple, powerful act of taking your place. Not the place that fear assigned you. Not the place that doubt convinced you was all you deserved. The place that your soul has known about since before you took your first breath. You have spent enough time in the wings, Aries. Enough time watching from the sidelines. Enough time wondering what would happen if you finally stepped forward and claimed what was yours. The answer is this. Everything changes. Everything opens. Everything aligns. And the life you have been dreaming about stops being a dream and starts being your reality. Take your place. The world is ready for you. You have two options after this video. Close it and hope things shift. Or decide that the next 21 days will be different. If you choose the second, the structured 21-day transformation aligned with your sign is waiting in the pinned comment. The energy is already moving, the only question is whether you are.